Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very different kind of video because I am going to walk you through how I plan in my new bullet journal, which is a B6, sorry no, it's a B5 notebook from BuJo. Let me just go ahead and flip you onto my pages. This is the first page. I'm gonna go ahead and do a proper flip through when this planner is ready or when I am ready to film it. As of right now, I'm still testing a few things, but if you would like to know how I use my bullet journal pages, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, as well as checking out my blog, which is 𝒼𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕒.com. Now I'll link those down below for those of you who are interested. So this is Friday and this is the current today page. I'm also going to just make my weekly dashboard. So my weekly dashboard, the last one that I tried looks like this, and I have a blog post about this. So here it is. So by the way, this page, I've written about it in my blog, so if you'd like to check that out, I'm also going to link that particular post down below. So this is just a dashboard. It has nothing in it except for events and places I need to go. So let's go ahead and start. I hope that the clicking doesn't bother you as much as it does me, but I will not ask my husband to stop playing because that is his thing and BuJo is my thing. We each all have our things, but I'm not gonna make him stop, so please bear with us. So I've printed this out on paper, just plain paper, and this is an image from the internet, and I just searched for line art, and these are the ones that I will be using today. So I will leave this one. I'm going to pick one of these. I'm not going to use all, I don't think, although I do have a lot of space to play with. So I'm going to go ahead and find the best match for the page flag that I chose. Actually, let's go through the page flags. So page flags are what I use to mark certain collections. So a weekly dashboard is considered a collection. But I don't like to use indexes, so instead I like to use page flags, and they move around whenever they need to move to. For example, a list is done, a collection has been retired, it's not going to be updated, so I can move the page flag wherever it needs to go. Actually, this brown matches very well, so it's going to be very brown today. Only a few months ago, I would have never picked brown, but today is a different day. It's like a different era. It's like we have gone through a baptismal of fire, and now, emerging from that fire, we love brown. Brown is great. We must not resist brown. So I'm going to probably put it here. I can also put it in the middle, but that's very distracting. So I'm going to put that there and then just right on the page. I prefer to use glue tape whenever I am sticking anything down on any of my planners. Alright. The reason I like glue tape is because it doesn't curl the paper, so it's still crisp. And because this is not very thick paper that I used for this photo or art, I wanted to use the glue tape, because this will curl very easily. But I'm going to use this highlighter, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight the top here, just that space, just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my pen. So I'm using two pens right now. I'm using a Kakuno, and I'm using a Lamy for my bullet journal. You don't have to use two pens. In fact, you don't have to use fabric pens at all. But for me, it just makes the experience better because I love handwriting and I like to use really nice pens whenever I do that. So I'm going to say dashboard. So this notebook is not very expensive and it has wonderful paper. And if you like grid, just like me, this is something that you need to pick up. Definitely pick up. Please pick it up. Please, it's wonderful. So I'm gonna say weekly. One tip will be, you don't have to be too neat. As you can see here, I just scribbled it down and it looks aesthetic. That is the key to aesthetic, guys. It doesn't need to be perfect. It looks like it's functional and it looks like it looks real, organic. So what is in a dashboard? In my dashboard, in my weekly dashboard, I like to write down events. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a circle. For this collection, I am writing down the legend. That is different from my usual BuJo or appointments. I also have, what else? Let's do a triangle. I saw this in a video that I forgot the channel, but she was using triangles to mark memories, and I'm gonna do that now. I think that's a fantastic idea. Memories. Memories are things that are unplanned, that just happened in the day. My husband brought me flowers. That's a memory. He won't. Instead, what he will do is he will bring me bacon, which is just as wonderful as getting flowers, if not more. Okay. Oh, and then I also have places, but we're going to use the Kakuno for that. The Kakuno that I am using is, this one is quite special. It's a limited edition because it has that little bear art. Oh no, bear art there. It's a Kumamon. I don't know what that is. Okay, so what have we got? We also have places. So places to go. So I already know that if it's in purple, which is the ink that's in my Kakuno right now, it means that it's places. Okay, so let's go ahead and divide a page into its active spaces. I'm not going to give each page or each space a lot of space. That's a lot of space right there. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate. Right, so Monday. And the date is the 7th. Ah, I forgot all about that. Let's see if it'll be alright. I'm just gonna color around because I should have put a circle before I wrote the number because it's just going to smudge it. I'm not gonna write any lines. That's the good thing about grid. You don't have to write any lines. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Tuesday. I did not measure this prior, so if I mess up, I'm so sorry. I was thinking of getting stamps because this paper is, I feel like, is super thick that it can probably take stamps. But I'm probably going to get that from AliExpress because I don't want to invest as of right now because I'm not really sure if it's something that I want to do. So I'm going to get it on cheap, but you know, I'd have to wait 3 weeks. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I know this is going to bleed regardless because of the way the paper is, the way the ink of the highlighter or brush pen is. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my normal pen and write down the dates. Although, as you can see, I really do much prefer the fountain pen. It's blacker. I mean, it looks nicer for some reason for me. I might just be really in love with fountain pens at the moment. Okay. And then the weekends are going to be here. Okay. Okay, this is the bad position. So when you're using your 𝒉𝐸𝐺, And I'm not sure if this is for all of 𝒕𝒉𝒂. What I do is I make sure that this is facing up and this is facing up. This is for the balance of the pen. And if you're handwriting like me, balance is very important because your hand is going to hurt. I promise you that. That is why I like pens that are well designed. The best ones are Sailor, but they are also the most expensive. Well, some of the most expensive, so I never get those. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up with Wednesday. So the unknown part right there, that's really for stuff that I don't know, or stuff that, or events, not really appointments, because appointments should have time, right? But I want to be flexible and I want my planner to mirror that kind of flexibility that I want in my life. And that's what the unknowns are for. There will always be something floating. Like, for example, so-and-so will visit, but so-and-so doesn't know which day he or she is going to visit. And that happens quite a lot in my life. If it doesn't happen with you, then you probably don't need unknowns. But maybe you can write down notes and similar things. So I'm going to write down uni. And then those without uni means they're gonna be home. I probably will go to the mall, which is Garden City. That's my favorite nearest mall. Actually need to go to IKEA, but if I go to IKEA, they will take all my money. So I probably should avoid that. I'm gonna go to where there's an actual event, which is Tuesday. It is Didi's birthday celebration, and then I have a meeting and I have counselor because I'm going on a 7-day business trip, and that's it. It's really very simple and it's really very quick to do. If I hadn't been chatting with you, it would have been finished in like 5 minutes. But that is what it looks like. Now, if you like, you can also put something down here, like washi. Do you have any washi? I do, but they're so far away. Too lazy to get them. You can even put like sticky notes. Actually, I have a sticky note here. This one. I don't know if this is going to be useful, if it's something that I'm going to use, but it's a good thing. So you can write down like future logging here, if you'd like, even that you're still thinking about before you write it down. See, that's the thing about BuJo. It is a method. It is a method to consolidate and organize information. The amount and the type of information that you are putting in your BuJo really depends on you. And for me, this ranges from work down to personal. It's not everything, but it is most things. The difference between this BuJo and this agenda, this planner from 𝐼𝐸𝐽, is that my BuJo, when I write things down, it looks like it's very mundane, but it had gone through a process of thinking about it, prioritizing it, labeling it, categorizing this information before I put it down. So it really takes me a longer time to write on this BuJo than it is to scribble appointments and to-do lists here in this planner. I will talk to you more about that later when I make that particular video. Maybe I should make that after this, but I'm not really sure. But that is how I plan, and that's it for us today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want some more information, make sure to go through my Instagram, which is paperjoyph, as well as my new blog, 𝒼𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐴NALOG, which is going to be my BuJo blog. So BuJo tips, ideas, inspirations, all that jazz. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!